Hello.
Yes, hi beloved. How are you? This is Ella.
Hey, Ella. How are
Mhm.
you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing fantastic. I'm good to
That's
speak.
wonderful.
Good to speak with you.
Yes, good to speak with
Mhm.
you too. It's
Mhm.
been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. And the interesting thing, my love, the interesting thing is yesterday when you emailed me, and as I was emailing you back, I seen wings on you. Um, I see wings on you. Now let me explain to you how these wings appeared to me. Now, on a spiritual side, I seen this, not you physically having wings, but your spirit more so um guiding another spirit, or guiding someone into the astral realm, or rather you going into the astral realm, or something in terms of what your spirit guides show me is wings on you. But it felt like you was going through a tunnel, a white tunnel. When somebody say, I seen a white light, type of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, that's exactly how that vision came to me, as if I was seeing the white light for your spirit as you was traveling. So this could mean so many different things. One, I'm feeling like it could mean that you are perhaps guiding someone, or guiding your spirit, or you're guiding another spirit to another dimension. That could be one thing. Another thing is reincarnation of any type, or you, perhaps I could have been tapping into you coming out of your mother's birth canal, you reincarnating in a sense. But it
Mhm.
has something. It definitely, my love, have something to do with reincarnation, or traveling into the ancestral realm with you. So I'm not sure what type of rituals you might be doing. But I'm definitely feeling what they're saying, a transition. Basically you going from one dimension to another dimension, or rather you guiding other spirits into whatever galaxy, or whatever, wherever you was going, astral plane, astral travel. Let's put it like that. Yeah, it was a form of astral traveling, in a sense. And I was like, wow, it just came to me, as I was answering you for today's session. That vision came like a movie, in a sense. So I
So
just
you
had,
said you saw me. So you said you saw me with wings.
yeah, like it
Okay.
looked, yeah, 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 like wings. Like, so I'm feeling more so that is that's so here it goes. It's not the physical you, but it is the spiritual you that I seen you. It's not like you physically having wings on you, having a physical experience. Is you having this spiritual experience. And then you was
Mhm.
going through like this white light, or this white tunnel, more so like coming from, like going into one dimension into another. So that's why for
Mhm.
me, when I seen this vision, it made me feel like, okay, this could be one or two things, right? It could be me tapping into you coming from whatever galaxy you came from into this physical realm through your mothership, or
Mhm.
you spiritually guiding spirits into another galaxy, or into another place, astral place. Again, this vision that came to me definitely is a vision of transitioning. So I don't.
Mm.
It's you get what I'm saying? It's coming from one particular area or galaxy into rather the physical, or it's your spiritual self guiding. another spirit or whatever into another dimension. And you're a very spiritual person, you're a very spiritual person. And you've been helping out a lot of people, so perhaps it could even be that, that you will be guiding others spiritually to where they need to be. Because I'm definite, like that white tunnel. Picture like a white tunnel, like how like that rabbit hole, like Alice the Wonderland. Alice the one, and she fell into that rabbit hole or whatever. Like that. It was just like that. It was just like that. But the hole wasn't dark. It was white, like transitioning. So I said, "Oh, this is a very interesting vision." Which I would, I had to ask you or whatever, or not rather ask you. I had to share that with you. Perhaps you have some things that you have to, you want to share with me. But definitely feeling, a heart chakra energy coming up with you. I'm not quite sure. How did it go with your family? Your father, you remember you was telling me, how did that go?
With the you mean with my dad and the whole argument situation with my sister and all that?
Yeah, you said you had to visit your father, something with family. With
Oh
some family,
yeah.
family.
It went well.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a really good visit with my dad. I always do. He has his challenges. I try to pull and bring him along and drop little hints and seeds in his life concerning his eating and concerning some more, holistic type of healing. I've sent him essential oils and things like that. And I try to tell him about spirituality and how that actually ties into what has been configured into religion and how he can extrapolate one from the other, because that's where he is. But in any event, he and I always have a really good time. I took him to the casino, and I gave him $60, and he turned it into like $600 in like 20 minutes. And then I won like $600, within the same hour or so.
Oh,
and,
wonderful.
And then me, I'm very giving. So my aunt lost, so I gave her like $200, and then my dad felt that he was like, "Don't tell your aunt," but I can't do that. So I gave her some money, and then he ended up giving her some money. And then we went over to Cleveland, where my sister is, and some of my other family.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your sister, yeah, she was going through that thing, yeah, because I'm definitely picking up family and emotion or something with, it's heavy. My heart, and I'm like, what happened? I gotta call my girl. That's why I was. Yeah.
Well, this is my baby. I mean, I'm the baby girl, but this is my baby, and her and our relationship has been strained for some time because, number one, she's a Libra woman, and she's very proud, and she doesn't like to admit when things are not going well, and she will hide things, and she has lost a lot. She had a salon, she lost it. She had a bin, she lost it. She had a bad breakup with a man that she was with for 11 years, had a son with. He threw them out into the street. She really didn't have anywhere to go. And, I'm used to being home, and when she would fall on her hard time, she could just come stay with me. Well, I'm not there. So I was able to go there and kind of shore up some of her fines. And, now keep in mind, I'm not working. But it's like, for whatever reason, this is why I say I identify so much with Lakshmi, because I'm always giving. I'm always giving.
And then you get back too, though. But then you get back as well. You get.
I get back in different forms.
Right.
I definitely know that.
Right.
So it's all good, and it does my heart such joy to be able to help. But the frustration is she doesn't completely come clean with everything that's going on. She's so stressed. She lost a lot of weight. Now she's in a custody battle with this man, and he trumped up like 8 charges with her. The police beat her up. She won. All the charges were thrown out. But now, of course, she's a target. So now she's trying to civilly sue the police and get custody of her son. And she's just going through a lot. I'm looking into getting her and her daughter and son here for a visit because we have to go to Florida because for another family situation, which I'll tell you about that a little later because I want to hear everything that you have to say first because what you hit me with what you just hit me with is like, girl, you always do this to me. I don't know why you can't be my neighbor. I need to talk to you every day.
I mean,
have to move to New York, okay? I'm moving in.
I mean, no, it's serious like that because again, I'm just the messenger. I'm just the Messiah, and I tend to.
I so appreciate your journey and the fact that you have been placed here to help, so many people because every time I talk to you, it's so insightful. I gain so much.
Right.
But I can tell you where I have been growing a little bit, I don't want to say frustrated. Frustrated probably isn't the right word.
No.
But my desire to eat so much knowledge and to learn so much things and to read so much stuff has been consuming me. I mean, I've been going through the, Encyclopedia of Spirits. I've been, cross-checking a lot of things in the Metaphysical Bible. I've been going through the Dark Light Consciousness book that I have. So I ordered all this stuff to make soap. I don't know who this woman is that's coming out of me. Maybe perhaps because I've always been corporate, work. And in the back of my mind, there is a little bit of concern because it's like, okay, the money that you were awarded, for a certain amount of time is coming to an end.
Yeah.
Your unemployment is going to be coming to an end. And so, a part of me feels like the Creator wanted me to sit down, sit still, and kind of regroup for whatever transition I am going through.
Yeah, because you're definitely going.
Connections.
Yeah, because you're definitely going through that transition. And it may be even what your spirit guides is saying. It's the transition to getting
I'm proud
closer.
that I've actually made those steps. It's going to take time. So yeah, it's inevitable for me to get back to work. I'm sorry, my phone is hit ignore. So, I'm going to have to get back to work. I'm concerned about, oh, my God, how soon, how quickly, when. I had a good lead today. I hope it pans out. But something strange keeps happening. Like, I keep getting these good leads, and then nothing.
What do you mean?
And I don't know if my last job is, like, putting bad papers out on me, which through the lawsuit they're not allowed to do. I'm not really sure what's going on there. I don't know.
Well, that could be many different things. That could even be perhaps the universe that may be even blocking that situation because you are destined to do something else. You may not even be going in the right direction in terms of, I know what you said that you're used to, getting or rather receiving or the lifestyle that you're used to, but perhaps now it is your time to learn how to, even although you know how to sacrifice or whatever, but again, I'm feeling more so it's getting back into the natural you, or rather being your own boss, quote unquote, in a sense. And sometimes that requires for you to take less. Like I told one of my, my homegirls, because she just changed into a new job which pays her a lot less. I said, listen, some of the things you're just going to have to cut off on. You're going to have to cut off on, your cable. You're going to have to cut off on certain things only for you to survive, because what they're saying is she's always going to be a survivor. The universe is always going to bless you because you have been blessing other people. Let me tell you something, to the extent that you continue to work with Lakshmi, the only person that is holding you back is yourself. I'm telling you, the only person that is holding you back is yourself. Again, I'm feeling, for some reason, it's not for some reason, the heart chakra is definitely coming up with you, and it could be even a situation where you feel uneasy about yourself, you know, because it's heavy. You may be even feeling uneasy about yourself, like you just mentioned. You have this situation going on with your sister. That you know, that's maybe taking a toll on you. But
I worry
definitely.
about a lot of people. Yeah, my mom, I take care of her. My
Oh.
brother who's incarcerated, I take care of him.
Oh.
And then my sister's going through a hard time, so I have a lot on me, and it's not on me. I just feel I can't see anyone, friend or foe for that matter, be in a bad situation and not extend a hand. That's just always how I've been. I have had to learn how to discipline myself in that because everybody doesn't deserve the currency of your energy in a positive way.
Yes.
But that's something that I'm dealing with. And then there's something big that happened this week that I can't really accept. Like, I know it's happened, but it hasn't really sunk in, and I haven't really grieved.
Can I ask
so
you
I'm wondering if there's any ancestors or anything coming through for me right now.
Okay, give me a second. Let me ask you. Give me a second. Let me ask you. Oh, there's 3 angels here. When you said ancestors, my love, there's 3 woman ancestors that came through. But what is your moon sign? Do you know?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. Because they're telling me to tell you to check your moon sign, and it is, you remember when you said you don't about your heart chakra, and you cannot see other people do bad without helping and healing in any event, and everybody is not worth your time in a sense, but in a good way. And I said, yes, you have to find this balance with helping and healing. When I mentioned that to you, your spirit guide said, yes, find out, tap into her moon sign. So I'm feeling like when they said tap into your moon sign, I'm feeling more so is like under, say for example, your moon is in Pisces, like me, right? If your moon is in Pisces, you're gonna be your moon sign is in Pisces. You're gonna definitely be very sensitive. You're gonna be very intuitive. You're gonna be a sucker, for love, or rather sucker to help other people. You're gonna be very nurturing. But then Pisces also have a flip side to them, right? Where they don't take no nonsense, right? So it's rather you're gonna go with the flow, or rather you're gonna go against the flow in any situation. So they're saying, listen, tell her to tap into her moon sign in order for you to balance the way you heal people or help people. So it is the characteristic of, and again, you can find that out, by looking up astrology.com. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure you will find a way to find out what your moon sign is, and tap into those characteristics and find out, okay, as a Pisces or as a Sagittarius moon, how do I go about healing myself in such way? Because it is your moon sign that is affecting you, not the sun sign. You're a Gemini, correct? Or something?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, and then 2, that deals with the physical and the spirit. Oh, that's why. Okay. See, here it goes. That's the reason why they're showing me that you are the one to guide people to the spirit realm, because you are a Gemini and you fluctuate between the physical realm and the spiritual realm. You're able, and you're the networker, right? So you're guiding people, or you're communicating more so. You have the natural sense of communicating to the spirit. This is why you are picked. You are picked to do the work that you're doing now on a spiritual level for your loved ones. But let me tell you something. Going back to these 3 angels, give me a second. Give me a second. Let me see who these people, because I don't feel like more so it is an ancestor. But when you said you want to see what ancestors come through, there was 3 angels. 3 angels that came through. Um, hmm. You know what this woman look like? This woman looks more so like you. She looks like you, but in different forms. You know how you saying I don't know what you know how you said I don't know the woman that is coming out of me. You remember when you mentioned that? I'm feeling more so that this angel could be a part of you or could be a reflection of you in any event. But this she said that she is watching over you. Ooh. She said that she is watching over you. So again, it could be your higher self. But it also could be that angel that I saw when I responded back to you. It's definitely a connection. It's definitely a connection between the spirit realm and the physical realm. So it's definitely a connection,
Wow.
yeah, between this transition. It's transition. Do you understand what this means? Transition meaning you're traveling from one place to another, like your soul astral plane, and that's why I'm saying it could be two things. It could be one thing that you are guiding spirit into another dimension, or it could be you. I can be tapping into when you came to this physical dimension. And the way, yeah, it's one or two things, definitely. Uh-huh. But it's there's three. Mm, they don't want you to
That's
worry.
really interesting.
I'm getting messages. I don't want you to worry, and I want you to love yourself. I don't want you to worry, and I want you to love yourself. I'm seeing the color orange as well. Orange is dealing with also with the sacral chakra, creativity, and just like feeling up. It's a cheerful color. When you feel, and that's perhaps why they mentioned your heart chakra too. When I said up and down or up and down, but the down part is what is relating to this orange color, meaning be cheerful in any event. So again, I would allow you to express yourself. But this is what the spirit guides, and rather this angel, these three angels, which I really could, you see, because this is funny. You know why this is funny? Because it feels physical. It feels physical, but I know it's spiritual, and that relates also to Gemini, or just transitioning from the physical realm to the spiritual realm. This feels funny. It feels like, you get what I'm saying. It feels like this. Why you
I know exactly. I think I know exactly what this is.
You care to share?
Cause yeah. So many years ago, when I had that incredible awakening and had a lot of visions and dreams, and I traveled every single night. And I had a black woman who told me she was an angel. She came and visited me at work in real life, and she told me who she was and all this. But what's confusing is that she told me that, he loves you like David, and you're like unto Jacob to him. And so in my search for knowledge and truth, I struggle with the whole religiosity thing. So those references, maybe they were references from my mind state at the time. I'm not sure. But that's one thing. And then that evening, or even the next day, because I literally lost time. I can't tell you how long I was in the trance. I know it was over a period of time. It could have been a week. It could have been 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't have a sense of how long, but I was reading about angels because I had, after that visit, I started reading really heavily about angels. And then this light appeared in my house with wings. It was looked like a figure of a person with wings, but it
Mm.
was a small person, like a child, like a little bitty person, maybe a fairy, I don't know, like really small, maybe 3 feet tall with wings. And then last night I was reading a lot about the Book of Enoch and the different angels, and I had started going into reading about. For some reason, I'm really, really drawn to that, and I started reading about it again.
You wasn't crying?
So,
you wasn't crying? You don't feel sad? You wasn't crying?
I did, only because my grandmother passed 2 days ago.
Get out. Oh.
So that's why, I think it might be a little bit of both. She passed, and it's been on my heart.
Oh.
So I went to see her about a month, maybe 2 months ago, because intuitively I knew she wouldn't make it through this year, and I was really stressed. I wanted to go and see her, and I went to see her, and she said something to me. After everyone left, I chose to go back in from the car. We were literally about to pull off. I decided to go back in because I wanted to be with her one-on-one. Because I just felt like there was going to be a moment or something. And she said something, but I was unable to make it out. And I asked her to say it again, but she wouldn't. So that bothered me. I don't know what she said, and that was the last time I saw her. I was told a couple days ago that they said she had about a week or less. And then I was told that same day that she had already gone.
She had what? What is it? A week?
They said she had
a week to. Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, I was told that on Sunday or Saturday, and then later that day, I got another message that she had passed. And so it's been heavy on my heart because I wanted to reach out to her and teach her something, because she was a Jehovah's Witness. She always used to tell me that we were Hebrew people, and she would always tell me that, the certain race of people are cursed with leprosy. She would always drop little things over the years, but I wanted to teach her some things because I wanted to be able to tap into her, in the astral realm, tap into that ancestral realm, and be able to communicate with her. So it bothered me that I didn't get to be there before she left, and it's been on my mind, like, okay, am I going to be able to talk with her? Hopefully at some point she'll be able to talk with me or message me.
Oh.
So
right.
That might be what you saw. Maybe my higher self is guiding her through, I don't know. But,
right. Yeah.
In another dream many years ago, I was leading a blind white woman. She was old, she was blind, and she couldn't do anything for herself, and I was like literally leading her. She was following me. I was leading her. I had to fill out all her paperwork. I had to open up doors for her because she couldn't see. So I was leading her everywhere. And then recently, about maybe past 3 weeks, this guy from Ghana messaged me through Facebook, and usually they be on some flirt stuff or trying to get some money or whatever. So I was just waiting on that, but he didn't. He just kept asking me to read different scriptures, and then he just said that I'm supposed to be. He was like, "You're very special, and you're supposed to be out here spreading the message and bringing people the message and giving them the truth and all of this." That's what has happened recently. But it seems like every time I read about angels and try to get a firm grasp on what angels are and what each one does and what their roles are, and try to understand, are these angels, are they synonymous with the celestial bodies? Because I'm kind of feeling that way.
Yeah. Wait, was this what you wanted to talk to me about?
No. It just kind of came up when you mentioned the angel thing.
Okay. I just wanted to know because this is interesting. But like you said, they I think I don't get a name, and again, that's why I always say to my clients, like, there's no, like, I don't put names on spirit guides or names on angels, anything, because you have so many of them, that comes through, that are guiding you and things of that nature. The main fact that you have also, experienced these experiences with different angels, just be comfortable with that. Don't start trying to get names. Don't worry about that. That's not even important. You understand?
Yeah.
What is important is that you have this connection with these angels, and you feel comfortable, and you are in control of what is happening when you have these experiences. That's the good part. Because again, and you just said that your now here's where I'm a tie this in at. When you asked what ancestors came through, and I said no, it was, I said it's not a ancestors, but there's three angels that came through. So it may be even one of the angels may even be your grandmother that you haven't fully got a chance to communicate with, and then she's saying it's okay, let it go, or in any event, she's gonna be all right, she's fine, and she wants you to be fine. So
Mhm.
that may even be your closure right there. And then two, the main fact that you went back, remember you said you went back to speak with her, just so that you can get that last one-on-one. She probably already chose you, or your spirit already was like, you know what, I know that she's not going to make it, let me help her travel from one dimension to another dimension. Because remember, I told you, it feels like it's a physical thing, but also, like, it feels physical, but it also feels spiritual, meaning it might have been a physical experience, but it didn't all the way go to the spirit realm. So this could be a situation where your grandmother's spirit hasn't fully crossed over. Her body
Yeah.
is still here, or rather the spirit is trying to find the way or the gate. Remember I said it felt like you was going through that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But in a white light. This is what happens when you make this transition. When your spirit leaves the physical body to go to another dimension, when you cross over, this is what
And she's
happens.
a Gemini. She's a Gemini
Oh,
like me.
yeah.
She's born 2 days after me. My birthday is the
Uh,
16th, and hers is the 18th.
Number nine. Number nine, the number closest to God. Yes, and that's perhaps why she was a Jehovah Witness. Hence Yahshua, also known as the
Yeah.
Christ. So again, you
Right.
you you are you're the 17th, so we're dealing with the number 8, correct?
No, the 16th.
The
The
16th,
16th.
even better. Number 7 is Joshua as well. Yahshua as well. The Christ energy as well. So we dealing with two people that has different numbers but mean the same thing. You are the Christ, the illuminated one, and she is like the completion of the God. You are still in the making, and she's like the older soul type of thing. So it will make sense for her to choose you, which is her granddaughter, on the spiritual level. Let's not talk physical, but on a spiritual level, to guide me through and guide me to where my next journey will be. Because she trusts you.
Mhm.
Physically, you already had this experience. So now spiritually, let me get my granddaughter to guide me through this tunnel, because we have this connection, to guide me through this tunnel, so that I can, go on my next life journey. That makes sense. I'm feeling comfortable about that.
And
I'm
I
feeling
know that
comfortable
what
about
you're
that. Yes.
saying.
That makes
I know
sense.
that what you're saying is completely accurate,
Yeah.
because I told you about this man about 2 years ago. He just approached me,
Mhm.
and he just started naming these angels that were around me. He said there were 4 of them. There were 2 in the front, 2 in the back. And he struck me as very strange.
Mhm.
But because of my spiritual nature, I went to dinner with him to hear more, and he was just naming all these different angels in these different constellations. And it's kind of funny, because lately I've been getting into astrotheology and astrology and the various dimensions. And after reading some of the book of Enoch last night and the angels, I started making a connection between, because there are certain stars that are that went against the creation, or the order of creation, and they had a place of punishment. And I'm starting to think that from various things that I've been watching and listening to, because I'm always I'm always like reading and studying and looking and searching, and I don't really know why I have such an insatiable hunger, because I really just want to know everything. And I'm starting to make a connection between these different luminaries and celestial bodies, and how we are we are a mirror reflection of these celestial bodies. So we are a mirror reflection of the actual stars, or at least that's where my mind or my heart is leading me to.
That's right.
And for some reason, okay, so you said the moon. I told you before that I developed this really strange connection to the moon, and then there was this one star that would always show up right above my balcony. I mean, I know the seasons change and stars are supposed to move, but this star stayed there like throughout the summer, throughout the winter, and then it would show up on my phone. I have like a Galaxy, Samsung Galaxy, and it changes the color picture depending on where you are. Well, whenever I'm at home, it would just show this one bright star with like these 3 trailing stars underneath it. And it would never change. Every day it would do that. And then I would go out on my balcony and that same star would be right above. So I'm just...
Okay, so let me tell you. So let me break that one down for you, right? So you said, so here you go, right? So how did you feel about what the guy told you about the 4 angels?
When he told me that, initially I was fascinated and I wanted to hear more. And then his language, Ella, I don't know how to describe it. His language was so 10 layers above anything I could ever know. He's probably, if I could grade it in modern day, earthly terms, he probably would have 10 PhDs compared to a kindergartner. He started out very simplistic, and he had an energy company, which I found interesting too. He had an energy company, and he named and offshoots of that energy company, he named them all after different stars. And then he told me I was very special. I had 4 angels. He named them, and they had like those Jezebel and all those different, those different angel-founded names. And then he started naming these different constellations where these different angels, and he said they come and visit him all the time, and he wanted to take me back to his lake house, where he said, it's isolated and it's off in the cut, and he has this telescope, and he has this thing where he can call them and they will come and speak to him, and he wanted me to come with him. Now at that point, I was a little,
I would have been a little scary too. I would have been.
I was like, no, I'm not doing that, but I appreciate it, and then, from then I never heard from him again.
Okay.
I never heard from him again.
Okay. So the reason why I'm saying this is because here it goes, right? You felt good about it. It resonated well with you. Your gut feeling didn't tell you no, right? He said you had 4 angels, correct? It was 4 of them, right? Correct? That's what he said? All right, boom. So now you said you see 3 you see 3 stars above you, correct?
It was a one main star, real big, bright star, and then 3 underneath it. It was so magnificent and constant to where I knew that it was trying to talk to me. And I know that sounds crazy, but I felt like the star was trying to talk to me. So I went through looking up constellations on the computer to try to find which constellation that was, like which star that is.
It's not about it being crazy. I'm getting to a point. I'm getting to the point where those star constellations are your angels. Those star constellations are you. They are a reflection of you. all of those different
my
stars
God.
that you understand. And remember, what did I tell you? I said I see 3 different angels, and they are a reflection of you. They feel like it's you in different forms, correct? Now, where the 4th one is coming in at? Remember, I said 3 that came up. Where's the 4th one coming at? Can you tell me who's the 4th one?
I was going to say this.
You.
Do you remember, girl? Do you remember when I told you? When I told you in 2001, when I had the dream where I went.
Oh, I'm like 2001. What? We knew each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I was telling you about a time in I wish I'd have known you in 2001.
Yeah.
Because, honey, I'd have been so much further than where I am. But in 2001, everything just started happening to me that I didn't. I didn't prepare for it. I didn't go searching for it. It just started happening. But anyway, in 2001, I told you about a dream where I went to a funeral. I saw somebody die. I thought I was at my own funeral. And then I went to get snacks for the road, and I got lost, and this old black lady helped me. I walked through some ritual that was being performed. I walked in her house. She had a bunch of children on the floor. They were performing different magic. And then we turned the corner, and I was green. In another, like the choir girl, the girl in the choir, literally.
But
like,
see,
that
but
was me.
But see, this is the reason why. This is the reason why I say when I channel, I'm able to tap into the past.